It seems to me that the artist struggle for his integrity is a kind of metaphor, must be considered as a metaphor for the struggle which is universal and daily of all human beings on the face of this terrifying globe to get to become human beings. It is not your fault, it is not my fault that I write. I would never become before you in the position of a complaint.
Good evening, everybody out there in the Poetry Corner universe. Tonight, of all nights, we got it going. What are we doing with the choices that we make in life? Here we are, my co-hosts, Meadows, aka Poetic, and our guests on the panel tonight, Essence Reigns. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good, King. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm happy to be here. You know what I mean? Shining stars. You know what I mean? Hey.
Thank you guys for the invite.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
So what is it about it? I mean, what are we doing with the choices in life? I mean, I know what I'm doing. I'm just keep doing what I'm doing, being a manifester and bringing things into fruition. Now, I know a lot of people might see things and be like, why King putting that up? You know, why he doing this? That is bringing manifestation. Just got to keep it moving, keep it going. Everybody got their own thing now. I'm just saying, that's just me, who I am. But I know if I keep bringing things, manifesting things, it's going to come into fruition. I keep my prayers intact. I keep my meditations tight. And ain't nothing like the Creator bringing you that blessing. In the right direction, though. You know what I mean? So, what about you, Essence?
I think that, oh, good gracious, you about to make me go into rabbit holes in my mind. Choices, the choices that are being made now with people's life, every choice that you make, I don't think that what's going on in the world right now, people are making the right choices. I think that people are choosing the wrong things. People are choosing to do what they know is wrong. And I think that is why the world is in such chaos right now. And you can tell who makes the right choices and who does not make the right choices. Is I don't know. I don't know how far down my rabbit holes y'all want me to go. It's deep. I can talk for hours.
Good. I
mean, you know, I think that if we really sit down and we sit down with ourselves, away from the daily grind, away from what the world is showing us or giving us, and we think about the choices that we have in life, what are we doing with them? Most of us would probably say, I actually think that I'm squandering my choices away, right? Because of my past, because I've been hurt, because I've been abused, because I don't know how to come out of my shell. I don't know how to accept or receive love that someone else has to give. So most of us would probably say, because of those things, you know what? I'm not really doing anything with my choices in life because I'm so focused on being what everybody else needs me to be that I forgot what I need to be for myself. Right? You know, because I remember me saying to somebody, I've been married twice, and both of those times the tenure was about 8 years for each marriage. Right? Something about the number 8, we just can't get past that point. And I said, you know what? I said, the crazy thing I said is, I only know how to be a husband, a father, a provider. I know how to be those things. I said, but there's another side of me that life has offered me as a choice that I can be whatever I want. But because of my responsibilities, because of me wanting to make sure that I fulfilled that role, I put aside some of the choices of the things that I wanted to do. and I'm no longer doing that. So if you want me, you want to accept me, then you need to accept me for the choices that I like. So, yeah, I've squandered a lot of choices in life away.
Yeah, I feel you on that. This world is dark right now, and I chose myself to bring forth a movement. Outside of doing the things that I'm regularly doing, and can't really remember offhand verbatim, but it's basically just give me a second, bro. Uh, it's called Class, creatively leading all special souls. You know what I mean? I feel like we all have to connect with like-minded people and just keep going forward and never backwards. Don't allow anybody to push us backwards. We fought too hard to get where we at today. Who want to go back in time? You know what I mean? And start from the beginning.
Right.
You start from the beginning when you already get yourself in trouble with things in life, people, places, and things. You have to restart the journey. You know what I mean? And that's why I say about being around like-minded people and connecting with them, because they can show you probably a better path or another path, alternative path to take. I'm always open to somebody bringing something to my attention. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to start this movement, because I'm like, yo, that's my choice in life. You know what I mean? I will find a way to get that movement going. We all need a little, pat on the back or a little push, going in that direction. So I'm trying to formulate some people and we work as a unit, and get this thing going. Get this activism pushing. You know what I mean? All right. So that's where I'm at.
If y'all mind me interjecting real quick, Kings. Two things. Poet, you said a mouthful. I thought it was just women that was like that. A woman will now you choose to be a good man. And that is because that's what I heard. That is what you said, but that's what I heard. A good man, a good husband. Okay.
Right.
Women, we kind of sort of do it naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And we will lose ourselves. We will lose, I have done it, lose our identity until there is no more us, it's just wifey mommy. Okay. Uh that was wild. And King, you also made, I want to touch on that about you choosing what you're doing to be an activist and to get like-minded people around you. Me, I guess I've been on a journey. The way I am, I've always had a thing for learning. I've always loved learning. Anything, whatever it might be. I like learning. And over the past few years, I've been learning more and more and more about my people, about my history. For over the last 10 years, I've been learning about my history, the injustices that have been done to my people. We have no idea what has been done to what, I mean, like, we really do not know what has been done to us. And so I have chosen as a woman to continue to make content to put out there, and I promise you it is not for a like, a share, a follow. It ain't for none of that. I'm learning. Hey, it's jacked up, they messed us over. I want my people to know what has been done to us. And I don't get a whole lot of support, and I get it. Like, we done became sheep. They done made us sheep. My black men, my black women are sheep. All of y'all are kings. I don't care what they say. Oh, y'all ain't kings, queens. We more than what we think we are, and we don't know it. And we got the whole world. Every time you turn on the TV, it's a woman twerking, or it's some man slapping somebody, cussing somebody out, mistreating some woman. They put those images out there for us to see years ago, and they were not true. That is not who he was. But whoever controls the media controls the world.
Right.
And so I choose to use my platform, however small it is, and it is small, to get my voice out there to my people. It is, I promise you, I don't want no monetization. I ain't charging nobody for nothing. None of that. I just want my people to wake up and stop being sheep, become the leaders that we supposed to be. We so damaged.
I feel you on that though. And oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I will go on. You got to stop me.
And like Poe, I've been married twice.
Yeah.
Feel like my first marriage was a session, what I'm saying, which was in 97. Then 2010, got married again. That was a lesson. My kids are older now. They all out on their own a little bit, but I'm still like right there, in the circumference of their mystique. You know what I'm saying? If they need me, I'm right there. But, the choices in life I made was a sacrifice of not hanging around the same people. You know what I'm saying? And knowing there's bigger and better things out there for me. And so when I said about the second marriage being a lesson, I had to learn a lesson about letting go of people, you know what I'm saying, to proceed on. What are they doing for you? How are you progressing in this world? You know what I'm saying? So maybe I was a lesson for her also. You know what I mean? So, the choices you make in life, you know what I mean? The greater the better. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to keep rocking. And even when I put content out there, it's just for me, you know what I'm saying, to throw it out there, like I said, to manifest and bring things to fruition. Because, got to keep it moving. And I'm glad I learned things from this good brother when you know what I'm saying, so cute, you know what I mean? So, I'm still a work in progress, you know what I mean? But it's all worth the challenge, though, you know what I mean?
I'm still learning, bro. I mean,
I'm on my tippy toes right now, but it's 10 toes down, though. You know what I mean?
Right. I love the mind because the mind never stops learning. Right. Only you make a choice to stop learning. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because when I talk to my dad refuses to learn anything new. He's 65. He refused to learn anything new. I bought him a Fire Stick, right? Loaded it with everything that I had on my Fire Stick, connected it to mine so he can watch whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
But he still won't pay that cable bill every month because he refuses to use a Fire Stick. Refuse. Because he don't want to learn it.
Yeah.
Me? Hey man, I'm trying to learn as much as possible. Because I want to keep becoming better than the person I was the day before.
Hey, amen to that. You know what I mean?
Life has shown me a lot of things. And if there's one thing that I learned, is that the mind is like a sponge. Mm-hmm. It'll take whatever you feed it. Whatever you feed it. And you might think that you're not retaining it, but let you get into a conversation with somebody and they spark that thing that you learned. And now all of a sudden you can have a conversation about it because you learned it. And that's one of my pet peeves in dating. I cannot date a woman who refuses to learn. Can't do it. I said, because in order for us to be a dynamic team, you have to be willing to learn as much as I'm willing to learn. Because how can we teach each other? How can we grow with each other if we do not feed our minds so that we can have intelligent conversations? Because I tell you what, as we age, the physical stature of our bodies and what we like to do to each other is going to change drastically.
Right. And when I say knowledge is key. Key is chi. Keep that energy sky high. You know what I'm saying? Level yourself, level the playing field on life. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one of my main focuses also. That's why I just I learned to practice stillness.
Yeah.
Sit still for a moment.
Yeah.
Let everything just be an open book.
Right.
You don't have to react to everything. Still learning that. But sometimes people do the jankiest things in life, and they be like, "Well, wait a minute, hold up." I mean, and then you just have that look. You pull those looks up, be like, is that what we doing?
That's what we do.
Yeah, is that what we doing? But like I said, it's all about putting some light on the darkness out here in the world. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
We got to know where we going and what are we doing.
Yeah.
And building on those. We got to structure a whole house of a movement. You know what I'm saying? Put love in it. Love, care, compassion. You know what I'm saying? Some decency, respect.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's weird. The world is weird right now. I'm sorry. This might be our topic, but the world is weird. The people are making bad choices. People are making really, really bad choices,
Yeah.
and it's like and black people are making choices we ain't got no business making because we ain't even on the same even playing field as other races that are making these same choices. We like 80 years behind everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we don't see it, but we are. And we out here making the worst possible choices ever. For if I hate getting on, I get on social media to share my stuff. I do not like social media. I don't like what it does to people.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't like what it does to people. It's bad. People are making bad choices. I'm sorry.
But I think at the same time, if you understand and learn your family history, maybe you can correct a lot of things. You know, my parents, they passed away at an early age, so I had to learn from my cousins, other friends, uncles, and parents and stuff, and just learn also from the outer world. You know what I mean, so to how to navigate, you got to know how to navigate around the bullshit. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
when it presents itself, not an easy task a lot of times, but
Yeah,
drive that.
but it's like you said, social media has become what it wasn't intended for,
Mm.
right? Um, most of us have taken social media too far. We've made a choice to take social media too far. Now, granted, there are some positives about social media from entertainment aspect, from recipes and funny videos, a free advertising, those kinds of things. I said, but when you set yourself on fire just because you want to get a like, those burns that you'll get from setting yourself on fire are real. That's a choice. That's a choice that you make when you decide that you want to, jump off of a roof and think you're going to be okay. Yeah, that's probably not going to go so well.
Yeah.
If you're not a trained professional, why are you going to try and jump off of a roof into a pool? Guess what? There's this thing called gravity. You may not make it to the pool, but you'll.
True indeed.
Tragic.
And what about our kids out there? You know what I'm saying? That might be looking at these things and like, and hearing these conversations that are just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, where do we go from there? You know what I mean?
Social reform.
They got the smartphones and everything. You know what I'm saying? So they get to see things.
Yeah, my daughter's 11. She'll be 12 next month. My mother had a conversation with me yesterday. She is not allowed to have Snapchat. She's about to get her Instagram taken away. And I looked at my daughter and I said, why is your mother telling me these things? When you're smart enough to know that you don't have to conform to what everyone else is doing. You're making a choice. And your choices has consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Even as adults, our choices have consequences.
I know that's right.
Now some of those consequences we bring on ourselves. Some of them are a direct result of our choice that we have made. Some of those consequences are irreversible.
I know that's right.
So again, what are we doing with our choices in life? You only get one life. Just one. Just one. And I say this all the time about parental relationships, mothers and fathers.
Right.
Pains me when someone makes a choice not to talk to their parent because they're upset. I said, you know what? I lost my mother when I was 14 years old.
Mm.
I wish I had an opportunity to talk to my mother today.
I know that's right, brother. I mean,
because she would set me straight about some of the choices that I made that has me in the position that I am today, still single.
Yeah, my pops was gone when I was 13, so I know the feeling, man. He'd have been like, "Are you serious?"
Hey, man, And I was terrified of my mama.
Like, dude, you bugging.
Daddy, my daddy, I was never scared of him, but my mother, bruh. My mother could say jump. I'll say how high, how far, and when do you want me to do it, and when do you want me to stop?
Okay.
So how do we navigate out here in this world with having people join that journey and kind of help them be set on that path to like knowing better?
You know what? I'm sorry, Queen. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was chopping at the bit a little bit though. Education. Education is the key to everything. We do not know our history in order to make better choices. And as time goes on and we become so disconnected with our history, we're doomed to repeat it. And that's what's going on right now in the world. We don't know our history as far as Black people. I'm sorry, I make everything Black. I'm sorry. I do everything is Black for me. So as far as Black people, because I'm not saying that I'm anti-white. I'm not. I'm very, very pro-Black, and I love my people so very much. And we are the only race of people still to this day that whose DNA was altered by slavery. We have never recovered from that. And so a race of people that has never recovered from that, the choices that we're making now is bad. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Oh, you know, King and Queen, one of the ways that I try to do is try to lead by example, right? When I think about employment, when I think about when I was a manager, and even today, I might not be a manager now, but I always lead by example. And that's truly what we need right now to help people make better choices, right? Because think about it. My kids watch me very intuitively. They watch me. And they know that their dad is going to make sure that he makes the right choices when it comes to them. My kids can never tell you that they've seen women in and out of my house. Since I've been divorced, they've only been around 2 women. And choices lead by example, because I don't want my kids growing up thinking that it's okay to live a certain lifestyle. Because it's not okay.
I feel you on that.
But when you lead by example, you got to make sure that you have followers, right? Because now you have to be mindful. Are they following you because they trust you? Or are they following you just because you're the it thing to follow right now? Longevity is key. Longevity is key.
True indeed.
Because when I look at somebody like Dr. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, I respect them highly. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, I don't have the same respect I have for them that I do for Malcolm and Martin. And the reason for that being is because they seem like they're more about opportunity than the people. So you have to be careful at who you as a leader are following. Because when I go to church, one of the things that concerns me is who is the pastor's pastor. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. Who is the pastor's pastor? Because no one person is able to deliver God's word by himself without accountability.
Right.
We all need to have accountability. So if we're going to be leading somebody, if we're going to be leading people, I better they're going to say have somebody that I'm accountable to who's holding me accountable to make sure that I'm making the right choices. Because Lord knows, in my own flesh and my own will, I'll make some bad choices, and I have. Some of which I'm still dealing with the consequences of today.
Yeah, I could dig it, bro. I mean, that's just like if someone had a counselor. Who's that counselor's counselor?
Counselor.
Who's that therapist? Therapist.
Right.
Because it seems like both of them be needing counseling and therapy. You know what I'm saying? They walk around giving them advice and all this other clinical studies and all that when they need help themselves.
Think about it this way.
God, that's the highest counselor.
Absolutely. If a therapist or a counselor is listening to everybody else's problems day in and day out, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, I ain't gonna lie to you, I couldn't imagine being in a relationship with a therapist or a counselor. Because one, why you always analyzing me? And then two, why I always gotta hear about your patients? Can you separate from work for a moment and just be a person?
I'm a psychology major.
Why did I get married? Part 3.
Did you just say you're a psychology major? Oh,
yeah. Hey, no, but wait, hear me out. The reason why I am a psychology major with a concentration in mental health is for my people. Okay. Because we need somebody to talk to, and we need to normalize mental health issues within the Black community. And I know me personally, I don't feel like talking to nobody that don't look like me. They're not going to understand my problems. They've never seen what I've seen. So that's why. So I'm sorry when you said that. I was cool. Like, yeah, I do it a lot. I do that. Yo, but narcissist. Yeah.
What people do, they just be out in the world like just making these decisions and following that quote when they say hurt people. Why you want to hurt somebody?
Yeah,
man. Why you want to do this and do that?
Well, you know what's crazy, man. What's crazy is everyone always talks about. We get into relationships, we talk about 50-50, right? I'm always quick to say, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm bringing 100. I'm not bringing half of nothing. I'm bringing 100. I said, but if you feel like that you need to bring 50 until you can get to 100, I'll take the 150, right? But I need you at some point to get to 100, right? So when we think about it, and it's like yo, let's go back to the psychology major for a second. Why are you analyzing me? You've been analyzing the both of us since we've been sitting here, jotting down notes, writing
No. Now I take notes. Now I do that. I'm analytical. It's rabbit holes in my mind. Like I never stop thinking. It's weird. I'm always 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. Sometimes I have to. That's why I call it rabbit holes, because sometimes I'll jump so far ahead and I'm talking to somebody and I have to come back. Oh, I didn't even tell you those other steps. Here, this is how I got to that point.
Right.
So I'm learning how to articulate things a little bit better. I am analytical, but no, I'm actually just jotting down notes that y'all are saying because I like learning. I like learning from Black men.
Okay.
I think that is dope. And again, thank you, gentlemen, for bringing me on your show.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. Thank you.
I have a question though. What would be your suggestive thoughts to give to some women out there to assist them down that road of recovery, of making the good choices in the life, especially when you growing up, you at a certain age or whichever it is, when you're trying to find your way.
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific with that. You beating around the bush. Come on out and say it.
No, how would you help them? How would you give the alley-oop?
In what regards? As
when their soul is troubled and their spirit just can't rise to where it needs to be at.
When their soul is troubled and their spirits can't rise to where it is that they need to be, they need to look within. We as women, and I'm just talking about Black women, we as women do not know our value, what our jobs really are. We are supposed to be your peace. When we are not peaceful, we cannot be your peace. Okay, so Everything starts within us. We don't realize our power. Everything starts within us. So when a woman is down in her soul, she needs to, and black women are the most resilient women on the face of the earth. We have been misled into thinking that we're strong black women. We're not. I'm not strong. I am not a strong black woman. I don't fight. I am a crybaby. We are not strong black women. We are resilient. And the world has beat us down in a different way from our black men.
Mm.
So when we get to the point where we're just down on our, we need to go back through and not the self-care, the self-love that people think, right? Like, no, you don't need to go and spend $100 on, man, eggs cost $7. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you need to do what makes you happy for you, whatever it might be, whether it's just time alone. I think that women need to disconnect from the world every now and then. The world is a cesspool, and women is we're not, women are in a position now that we were not in 40, 50, 60 years ago. There's more women in the workforce, and I don't care what nobody say. The work that women are doing now, the majority of it, we were really not supposed to be doing this. That's why we're under so much stress. And you can look it up. I actually learned this while I was in class. You can actually look it up. The high blood pressure, cancer rates, stress levels in women have skyrocketed. In women have skyrocketed since we've been in the workforce. That's a huge problem going on with women. We tired. We tired and don't realize it.
Well, us men don't have it easy neither.
I know you
I
don't.
mean,
I know, but you asked me about women.
I know, but I'm just throwing it out there right now.
I know y'all
Us
don't.
men don't have it easy.
Y'all don't. Y'all don't.
It's
I love
hard
y'all
being
so much.
hard being a black man in America.
Bruh.
It is.
Thank God for poetry. Poetry saved my life.
Facts.
Just like a DJ saved some lady's life.
I'm married to poetry right now. She's
Okay.
the only one that gets me.
It's the outlet. You know what I mean?
She,
A lot of people don't have an outlet.
she understands me. She don't ridicule me. She don't judge me. She allows me to speak however I want to speak. She just accepts it.
That's why I say my pen is my friend.
Yeah.
My best friend.
Yeah.
Best friend.
So y'all out here showing out on me, right? So I have not written like that in years. I am a fan of battle rap. It originated from spoken word, and then I just started watching battle rap. And so if I embarrass myself, y'all, that's good sugar.
Let's get into some poetry then. You ain't say nothing but a word.
All right. Y'all want me to go first?
Oh, lady, queens
All right.
before kings.
All right. All right. All right. So this is, and I actually, and if y'all ever get a chance, and like I said, it's not because I want no likes, right? Go, when I did this video, this is an actual video on my channel. And is, I don't know if it's concept art, but what makes it deceptively unique, what makes me deceptively unique is I say way more than what I'm actually saying. And my visuals are telling a story. There's all types of subliminals and other things. And I'm a bit of a, I don't want to say asshole, but I am a little bit because my people get on my nerves, right? But if you go and look at it, if you look at the video, it paints the total picture. But this is a letter that, not a letter. I wrote a letter to black men, but this is my poem that I wrote. It embodies the essence of a lot of black women. It holds elements of the modern black woman. Now, all of it is just what I'm seeing from online, from my friends, and what I feel inside. So this is called Tears Left Go Unshed. Tears left go unshed. I mean, what does this mean? I cry on the inside, but no one ever sees. Do I even see? As I keep going day in and day out, same smile, same bounce. What you don't see, inside, I'm weak, broken, in a constant state of repair. In the cycle of healing, outside, girl, it's self care. Persevere. LOL. Tears left go unshed. In a world of impossible beauty, yet the beauty is possible. I get online to show mine, I become an addict. It's not dope. I mean, dopamine. You know, with every like, I feel validated, approved until I post and I don't get the same reactions. Well, there goes my mood. And with each pick and post, I ride the emotional highs and lows, compare myself to people I don't even know. Tears left go unshed. As every day I rise, running a race, cheese in my mind, proud to work that overtime. But over time, I gradually lose relationships. Every argument seemingly over time, I can't give. Not to you. I lose money. Who pay the bills? I mean, if not me, then who? You? I was never taught how to depend on you. So my tears left go unshed.
Mm.
All right now.
I love that.
Let it be known.
Very, very inspiring piece.
Definitely was one.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know. That was it, y'all. I love my sisters. And I love my kings too. I do. I love y'all too. And I'm trying to reach everybody. I reach out to my black men. I'm considered a pick me or the man of spirit attack me, right? And then with my sisters, I'm a pick me. I don't care. It's good shit. I'm not gonna stop.
Right.
No, I was just looking for a piece.
I can go next, man. I got one pulled up. All right. This one is called Dinner with a Tribe. Before we sit down and enjoy this feast, let me start by saying my piece. I'm honored that you all have accepted my invitation to sup and dine with me in regal fashion. I have selected a few of you to partake in knowledge, enlightenment, and nourishment, because I'm curious about what you meant when you stated and fought for civil rights of our people to be treated equal. So my ancestors, let me start by understanding what it was like in our motherland, before you were displaced in what would become Graceland, stolen royalty from among great kings and queens, to be sold into slavery for money green, just to watch from heaven at what we have become. I can feel your tears and the pain they come from. Each time it rains with great gusts of wind, your sacrifice comes at what end? We've made strides as a people, some good and some bad. But the ugly is that slavery looks different today amidst some fashion fads. The trends to support each other, overshadowed by senseless murders of our sisters and brothers, usually by our own kind. I wish before dessert I can have another piece of your mind. By any means necessary. Free at last, but our skin color hunts us like mercenaries. Malcolm, how's your salad? Martin, I know you hear love ballads. Frederick, I learned how to read, but I still don't feel free. Rosa, thank you for your diligence and refusing to give up your seat, see. Because of you, our ancestors, we can fight without blinders. Paul, I admired you when you said, with our short sight, we affect to take a comprehensive view of eternity. Our horizon is the universe. Now, before we conclude this meal and disperse, to the unnamed ancestors whom have hung from trees like spectacles, I pray we can change and do what some of you were afraid to do and become respectable. I wish I knew why. You chose death for the heaven and the sky. Chadwick, as the Black Panther, you said, I will not abandon someone to die when I have the means to save his life. Thank you for your sacrifice, an epic portrayal to remind us of our responsibilities with this life. This is an ode to the ancestors. E Bombay, E Bombay, E Bombay. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
All right, bro. put that right there on the surface.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
That's what's up. Okay, I'm gonna go into this piece called Release. I am the element of surprise. There's no need to ask why. Time I don't buy, nor do I mix with beautiful lies. Live life as it is. I know appear with those that care. Only fear that come near is what happens next year. Creatively, my spirit manifests through the divine. Align the mind of mine so I could see the sunshine. Capture beautiful moments at the bay watching water. Penning some type of book like Moses did the Torah. One hand to the sky, all will scribe through great vibes. This world is a garden full of tribes where snakes hide. Open a can of worms, who really is concerned? He'll burns from past perms, dodge bullets and learn. His scriptures daily, doing the knowledge in a cipher. Highlighters and free writers roll like four tires. Circle of us form trust within a cycle, make it viral. Launch recitals upon titles, never losing what they try to. King.
Yes, sir, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
Like that.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yes. Y'all are dope. I like that.
Hey, we gotta spread the word into the world. You know what I mean? Continue to be narrators for society. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
So I know that's my purpose. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's
and click like and subscribe to the channel. Receive these notifications. The link is in the bio. So so back on this life thing, you know what I'm saying? The trail is still warm out there for everybody. You know what I mean? There's never a cold trail. You just gotta pick up the breadcrumbs or follow the breadcrumbs. You know what I mean? Sometimes you hear the birds chirping. There's a reason for that nature. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Everything is frequency. We all a part of energy. So, be a part of the energy, not the enemy. That's what I say.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we do it to ourselves. The things we do in life.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times we have to pick up the pieces. Sometimes it might be, little pieces of the puzzle till we figure it out. You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes us greater than yesterday. I know I always say to myself, my affirmation is, today is my tomorrow. Forget about yesterday. So when I enter the following day, I'm already here.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it how I want it to be, not what someone else wanted for me. You know what I mean? Even if somebody, it's messed up today, I don't care about that. That's a you thing, not me. You know what I mean? I'm going to focus on me. I might have a lot of shit on my mind, but I'm saying to myself, I'm going to leave this in God's hands. And I'm going to make this day a good day. No matter what I'm going through, just keep the prayer bell open. You know what I mean? And I think that's what it is. The hope, the faith. When do we give up? Are we looking for the demise of our own faith? You know what I mean? We got to keep being a fighter. You know what I'm saying? It's like a boxer on the ropes. You got to come off them ropes swinging. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right.
I don't just speak this. I've been there multiple times. You know what I mean? And in life, I still find myself sometimes on the ropes of hope. You know what I mean? So I got to come off them ropes like this. You know what? I'm still act like I got the best jab in the business. You know what I mean? Uppercut.
Hey.
Black man rumble.
One thing for sure. I could be bloody as all get out. I'm still fighting. You're going to have to knock me clean out for me not to fight.
And one thing my uncle always told me, he be like, yo, kid, don't tap out. Whatever you do, don't tap out. And he always run this on me. Yo, we the same age. I'm not tapping out, so why should you?
Right.
I'm not going to tap out because you be showing me stuff.
Right.
And I'd be like, you know what? This dude is a social worker, and he telling me all this that I inspire him. I said, you know what? So I refuse to lose. You know what I mean? So we inspire one another. Like I said, when you deal with like-minded people, even when I speak to bro here, you know what I'm saying? Like, speak about things. You
Right.
get inspired. You know what I'm saying? You like, you know what? He made sense when he said that. Take bits and pieces from different people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you get that energy. You know what I'm saying? That power. A lot of people don't want to receive that. Oh, what he know? What she know? This, that. Nah. You gotta take these little jewels and gems and apply it to yourself. I mean, sometimes people just wishing for your downfall. They praying against you. That's why my grandmother used to say, "Be careful who praying for you." You know what I mean?
I know it's
Be
funny
careful.
they're praying against me. You know what? The only good thing about it is you can pray against me all you want. God's
That's
got
right.
interest for me.
That's right.
No matter what you pray about.
God holding that light beam. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? That righteous shield. You know what I mean? Like you said, bro, that's how I think too. Like, pray against me.
Go ahead.
God gonna be like this. Whoop, grab that energy. Hold on, throw that away. What are you doing? That's one of my children.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
we ain't doing that over here. Not with mine. You know, but you gotta think too. As they say, Shaitan, he was one of, children, fallen angel. You know what I mean? But we ain't even gonna get in that one. But I'm just saying, just protect yours, love yours.
Absolutely.
That's what I tell the world. Love yours, enjoy yours.
Make that choice.
So, yeah.
You know what? Make the choice to love more and not less.
That's right.
Watch how the universe returns that love to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you have made a choice to love more. It doesn't matter if the other person receives it. You just make the choice to love more. And God will do the rest. God will make sure you are okay.
Right.
I have a question.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you think that is what's going on in the world these days? That love is dying out?
I do, because it's used so sparingly. Like, one of the things for me is, I'm not going to tell you I love you if I don't mean it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a word that I play with. So if I tell you I love you, you can take that to the bank that I do. Now, the problem is people use the word love now to get what they want.
Facts.
And men, when we use the word love to get what we want, 9 times out of 10 we're using it on a broken woman.
Facts.
Right? Because an unbroken woman will see right through the BS. Because if you've been in love, or you've had someone actually and genuinely love you, you will know what that feels like. Because we all have a way that we love to be loved, right? My mother showed me tough love, right? Because we as men, one of my good friends said this to me. He said, we as men don't learn how to love women from our fathers because they're not women. We learn to love women from our mothers because they are women. So, growing up, it's like, without my mother, it was tough. It was tough. She was supposed to teach me how to love a woman, right? Thank God I had a great grandmother who outlived my mom and my grandmother. But she wasn't about showing love because she was 50, 60 years old. She couldn't show love, not to me, because she was so focused on raising my mother's 4 kids the best way that she could. So, so I had to learn love. Watch this now. I had to learn love from watching TV until I was 26 years old, and then God showed me what love really is. Because I never experienced unconditional love from anyone but God. Unconditional love says no matter what you do, no matter how ugly you are, no matter how mean and nasty you are, no matter how spiteful you are, no matter how much you don't like yourself, guess what? I'm still going to love you no matter what.
You learn, I know I learned to love the love. When I learned to love the love, I was able to send forth the love and receive the love and give back the love without even wanting the love back in return. Because I, like you say, you feel it. So even some of the relationships, I never said, no, I love you, nothing like that. They felt the love. Then when I did something for you, like, oh, you ain't do that because I love you. That's why. You know what I mean? That's when that's when they started feeling it. When I said it, it's like, oh, because I love you. No, not love you. I love you. That's why I did this.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy because some people don't know the difference between I love you and I'm in love with you. Some people don't know the difference.
That's right.
Because I can love you, but I'm not in love with you. Because being in love with you is a whole different dynamic.
It is.
And for a man to profess that he's in love with a woman is a whole nother dynamic all in itself.
That's true.
But it's up to the person that is receiving that to do something with it. Now, unfortunately, most women take men for granted when they make that declaration. One, because I don't believe you. I've heard it before. You don't show me.
Look, affection is a mug. You know
let me interject my opinion right quick. I'm sorry. What I see with women, and this is just, I guess I'm a little different. So I love love. I came up in the 90s R&B era, and
yes.
I know about love.
Yes,
and so what I hear a lot now is, like, when you get online and you hear the women and they're talking about what they need from men. I need this, that, third. I never hear any of the women say they need love.
That's crazy.
So that's why I asked, do you think that is love does not, women are way more powerful than what we know, because we are not looking for love. Y'all are not receiving love. Y'all getting a whole lot of sex from women, because that's all the women out there doing. It's just hypersexual. But these women do not know how to love y'all.
I'm sorry, Kim. I can't agree with that. I don't know about that. I sleep alone every night. I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure if you look in your inbox, there is a woman somewhere. Women are worse than men these days.
DMs. Not in my DMs.
Most men.
Not in mine. You know, and I have to say that with respect, because I expect to be treated with respect, because I'm gonna treat you with respect.
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, if a woman came in my inbox like that, she would probably not ever talk to me again, because I would say, is that all you have to offer? Because I really don't want just that. I need something more. And if that's all you have to offer me, I don't need it.
You are a sweetheart,
Cards
because
on the
if you
table.
go through any woman's DMs like that, y'all have never seen Tales from the DM. That's a segment of my show. It is. I do a tale. It's called Tales from the DM. Men, if some of y'all, that's why I know that it is hypersexual. I'm sorry, because I like that when men try to lop all women in one area, but some of y'all men, I have gone and opened up a message and it's a penis right there. Sir, I did not want to see this. You could have kept that to yourself. Nobody wanted that. I didn't ask for that. That is a violation. It is really rapey. When
Do
men
you know why men make that choice to do that?
I I don't know. I don't even put out those vibes. Like it's
You don't. You know what? You don't have to put out those vibes, but women have made that an acceptable thing to receive from men, which is why it is done.
and that's why ain't no love.
I mean, it's hard to find love, and then when you find it, let me throw this caveat out there. When you find it, and the two of you feel the same way because of the past, you can't even proceed with the present or the future because the past, and that is crazy. That is crazy, because I believe that if two people feel the same way about each other, you should be able to overcome those odds of the past together. You should be willing to give it a chance, give it a try. You should. I mean, none of us are going to live forever, and time is the one commodity we can't get back. So if you feel a way about somebody, you should tell them. Let the chips fall where they may. It may prove successful, it may not. But if they feel the same way, there's no reason why you shouldn't figure out how to make it work. Unless it's a domestic violence or an abusive type situation. I don't condone that at all.
I think a lot of times people are scared. I mean,
that's true.
They're scared to walk. They're scared to walk down that street.
Very true.
That's why I always throw out there are no expectations. We'll just walk down this street. See if we going over the bridge, if you going left or you going right.
Yeah.
If we go in the same direction, we going left.
Right.
You want to go right? Okay.
Right.
I like to walk into the unknown. I mean, that's just me. That's my thing.
Yeah, I don't like.
So when things appear, it's just like, okay.
Yeah, I don't like the unknown. I like to. That's probably my problem. I like a certain element of control. But when I don't have control, it kind of creates this turmoil, if you will, mentally for me. Yes, I'm an accountant by trade, so we like control.
I'm analyzing.
Thank you, appreciate you. But I think that one of the things that is part of my control, right? Not near one of my wives could ever say, our lights have been turned off. We've not had any food on the table. We've never not been without a car. We've never not had. Our children have never not had. That's part of my control. Now mind you, I deal with money and finances all day. I don't want to come home and deal with hours, so I will delegate that. And neither one of my ex-wives had a problem with that because who doesn't want to control the money? Oh, you giving me control of the money to do what I want to do? Oh, okay, cool. No. You need to make sure the bills are paid first. Then you can do what you want to do. But I just think that, as a choice, you have to figure out which choices are good for you and which choices are bad for you. Unfortunately, we don't know which ones are good or bad until the choice is made.
Thanks.
But are you willing to learn from it? Are you willing to learn from it?
That's true.
That's true. I mean, but here we are, just walking through life, trying to find out and figure things out. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's why I love the 70s so much. When I watch some of them shows, there's always hidden jewels and gems in there. And you be like, oh man. I think we take life for granted. You know what I mean? A lot. If we really tap back into them old shows and pick up on the science of certain things, be all right. I mean, I think we get ahead of ourselves a little too much. Like I said, take life for granted. You know what I mean? I watch some shows all the time, the old school joints. I always pick up on jewels and gems. I'm like,
I wish I could watch TV, man. I wish I could.
No, I watch certain shows. I choose. That's a choice. I choose to watch them.
I was on vacation last week, man, and And can I just tell you, I don't think I watched a lick of TV. No, I'm lying. I watched one show. I'm addicted to a show called La Brea. I don't know if any of y'all have ever watched it, but I'm addicted to it. I watched that show. I didn't even watch it on the night that it aired. I watched the rerun on Peacock, right? But that's like one of my guilty pleasures. And now ain't no football on. Now I will watch football on Sunday. I watch football on Monday. I watch football on Thursday. You know, but I just got so much to do, man. My mind is going on so many different things. You know, and I gotta stay busy to keep me out of making bad choices. Because Lord knows I've made good choices and they still turn out to be bad some kind of way.
Hey, brother. We all just gotta stay on the path, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
and analyzing me, Queen.
I am. I am. Oh, but I it's gonna sound really weird because I'm a weirdo, right? I watch anime and it helps me make good life decisions. There is a lesson in anime.
Well, I'm a huge comic book nerd, so I'm a Marvel geek.
Like, I don't know if you can see my baby back here.
Yeah.
Marvel back there. That's my baby. I like Uchihas. I'm sorry, I'm a weirdo. I don't know if y'all was expecting all of this, but this is essence.
We all got our own thing. You know what I mean?
We all got our own.
But I got a question to ask. Do you have any last words for the people in the chat, people out there in the Poetry Corner universe, the Let's Talk universe?
You know, I would say this: never be afraid to make a choice, whether it be good or bad. At least you had the nerve, the wherewithal to at least make a choice. Because you have some people who are just so afraid to make a choice because of past hurt, past pain, past trauma, and they stay in their shell. They stay in their box. Maybe today or tomorrow is the day that you step outside of your box, you step outside of your shell, and you just make one choice. And I'm not talking about a choice that you would make anyway, like what you're going to drink in the morning, what your breakfast is going to be. Make a different choice. And if you're like me and you're used to the same things over and over and over again, choose something different. Choose something different. Maybe go a different way to work than you normally would go. But make a choice.
That's right.
Make a choice.
That's what life is about.
Essence Rings.
I love Black people. I love y'all. And we have been put through hell. And I am choosing to give back to my people by the best way that I can, and that's educate. Share my positivity, my love, different examples of how women are. Not all women are modern women. I am not a modern woman at all. And I love my people. And everything that I do is for the betterment of my people. That's it.
That's what's up. Well, we will see y'all next Tuesday, 7:30, through the Let's Talk Poetry Corner portal. Peace, love, and power. We out.
Good night, y'all. Peace.
Good night.
It seems to me that the artist struggle for his integrity is a kind of metaphor, must be considered as a metaphor